Hello and welcome to Oweleketv News. I am Antonia Mwokolo. The news headlines. Peter Obi urges heightened focus on food security. Atiku, Makinde trade words over Ibadan explosion. On the foreign scene, Trump calls for removal of UAW president over endorsement of Biden. And in sports, Nigeria to face Argentina in friendly match in China. Welcome back. Now the news in details. Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, emphasized the critical need to address food insecurity as a top governance priority during his visit to the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture in Ibadan, Oyo State. In a series of social media posts, Obi highlighted the impact of agricultural neglect on hunger and food insecurity, contributing to the nation's high food inflation rate, currently at 33%. He stressed the importance of shifting from consumption to production in the agricultural sector and commended the institution's collaboration with local farmers and stakeholders to enhance farming practices. During his visit, Obi acknowledged the institute's role in agricultural research for sustainable and innovative farming practices aimed at alleviating hunger and poverty. He noted the organization's commitment to working closely with farmers to ensure the effective dissemination and adoption of research outcomes and innovations. Expressing gratitude to them for their contributions to the agricultural sector, Obi pointed out that Nigeria's ranking of 109 out of 125 countries in the 2023 Global Hunger Index reflects a serious hunger level. He called for concerted efforts to move the nation towards agricultural production to tackle food insecurity. Obi concluded by envisioning a new Nigeria where untapped natural resources, especially vast uncultivated lands in the north, are fully utilized through organizations like this. He emphasized that this approach would contribute to achieving food security, eradicating hunger, and reducing inflation. The Rivers House of Assembly on Monday accused Governor Siminalayi Fubara of a deliberate violation of Nigeria's constitution and engaging in misconduct regarding recent appointments. The majority leader, Honorable Major Jack, brought the matter to the attention of lawmakers during a session, citing sections of relevant laws. The lawmakers, in subsequent discussions, pointed out that the governor, in exercising his powers for appointments, disregarded the laws guiding such appointments. The lawmakers specifically expressed concern about the appointments of Mr. Goodlife Ben as acting chairman of the Local Government Service Commission, Dr. Mrs. INEC Briggs as acting director general of the Bureau for Public Procurement, and Mr. Tonte Davis as acting administrator of New Cities Development Authority. Martin Nwachukwu, Special Advisor Media to Martin Amewule, the Speaker of the Rivers House of Assembly, quoted the Speaker as condemning the appointment of an administrator for New Cities Development Authority, a body not recognized by any legislation in the state. Amewule further stated that the appointments of an acting chairman of the Local Government Service Commission and an acting director general of the Bureau for Public Procurement are inconsistent with the provisions of the relevant establishment laws. The Speaker questioned why Governor Fubara would deliberately violate existing laws and the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, knowing that such actions constitute misconduct. Upon voting, the House resolved to write to Governor Fubara, drawing attention to Section 44 of the Rivers State Local Government Law No. 5 of 2018 and Section 5 of the Rivers State Public Procurement Law No. 4 of 2008. The House expressed displeasure with these appointments, considering them aberrations and violations of existing laws. Paul Ibe, media aide to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, clarifies that Atiku had expressed condolences to Oyo State following the January 16 explosion, after Governor Makinde claimed Atiku had not reached out. Governor Makinde of Oyo State had earlier stated that Atiku did not condole with the state over the tragic explosion that claimed lives, injured many, and destroyed houses. Makinde expressed gratitude to Peter Obi, former Anambra State Governor, for his condolence visit. In response, Paul Ibe asserted that Atiku had conveyed his condolences less than 24 hours after the incident through a public message. Ibe indicated that Governor Makinde might have been unaware due to busy schedules, but emphasized that the condolence message was publicly available on January 17. Atiku, who recently blamed his 2023 presidential election defeat on non-support from Makinde and other PDP governors, had earlier reached out to Oyo State expressing sympathy over the explosion. Meanwhile, Peter Obi, during his visit to Ibadan, extended condolences to the bereaved families and commended the government's prompt response. He also advocated for a reduction in the cost of governance at the federal level to address the economic situation and prioritize key sectors such as education and health. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. The Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, calls on the Independent National Electoral Commission to clear outstanding bills ensuring seamless airlift of materials for the upcoming by-elections. During a meeting with INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu in Abuja, Air Marshal Abubakar emphasized the need for INEC to settle financial obligations to facilitate the Nigerian Air Force assistance in transporting election materials for the February 3rd rerun in by-elections. INEC is set to conduct by-elections and reruns in 26 states, with the Air Force expected to aid in delivering materials to designated locations across the country. Professor Yakubu highlighted the enormity of the task and sought the support of the Air Force to transport materials to 3 specific locations in the Northeast, Southeast, and Southwest zones. He emphasized the need for a coordinated effort involving security agencies and logistics support for the successful conduct of the elections. In response, Air Marshal Abubakar assured INEC of the Nigerian Air Force commitment to providing security and rapid airlift for electoral materials. However, he pointed out the existence of outstanding bills and stressed the importance of settling them for more effective collaboration. The Air Force Chief acknowledged the critical role of security and logistics in ensuring the smooth conduct of elections and expressed readiness to continue supporting INEC contingent on the resolution of outstanding financial obligations. Pope Francis, in an interview with Italian newspaper La Stampa, acknowledges that African culture contributes to people on the continent being intolerant of blessings for same-sex couples. The Pope expresses confidence that critics of his decision to allow such blessings will eventually understand it, except for Africans, whom he refers to as a special case. He notes that those protesting strongly belong to small ideological groups, and while he trusts that gradually everyone will be reassured, Africans in particular view homosexuality negatively from a cultural perspective. The Pope mentions the Fiducia Supplicans Declaration by the Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith, which aims to include rather than divide, expressing his hope that over time, people will understand his position. In December, the Vatican document Fiducia Supplicans sparked controversy as it allowed for blessings of same-sex couples. Some African bishops rejected the move, and the Vatican clarified that such blessings should not be included in regular church ceremonies or linked to civil unions or weddings. The Vatican emphasized its view of marriage as between a man and a woman. The Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria also announced that Catholic churches within the country would not perform blessings for same-sex unions, citing violations of God's law, church teachings, national laws, and cultural sensibilities. The Nigerian army reports that troops from Operation Hadarindaji rescued 32 kidnapped victims during a search and rescue operation in KATSINA State. The operation, carried out on January 27, 2024, also resulted in the death of 2 suspected terrorists, with others fleeing with injuries. Yahya Ibrahim, the information officer of Operation Hadarin Daji, stated that the troops engaged the terrorists in a gun duel at Dumburum Forest. The encounter led to the death of 2 suspected terrorists, while the remaining fled with injuries. The rescued victims, comprising 19 male adults, 12 female adults, and 4 children, were handed over to the Katsina state government by Brigadier General O.A. Fadairo, the commander. General Fadairo pledged to continue attacking the terrorist enclaves in further operation. This rescue operation follows a series of coordinated clearance operations in the northwest by troops of the Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Hadarin Daji, which has been successful in neutralizing terrorists and rescuing kidnapped victims in previous engagements. Kerosene prices surged in December 2023, reaching 1,362 naira 27 kobo per litre nationwide, a 5.84% increase from November 2023. On a year-on-year basis, this represents a 23.33% rise from December 2022. State analysis shows varying prices, with Abuja having the highest average price per litre at 1,650 naira. While Kwara had the lowest at 917 naira 14 kobo. The Southwest recorded the highest average retail price per litre, and consumers paid an average of 4,529 naira 92 kobo per gallon in December 2023, a slight decline from November. State-level analysis for per gallon prices shows Bauchi with the highest at 5,600 naira, while Delta had the lowest at 3,234 naira 29 kobo. Geographical zone-wise, the Northeast led in per gallon prices, while the South-South had the lowest average price. Up next are stories on the foreign scene after the break.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. On the foreign scene, former President Donald Trump urges the United Auto Workers Union to oust out its president, Sean Fain, for endorsing President Joe Biden. In a scathing rebuke on Sunday, Trump expresses his disappointment with Fain's endorsement of Biden, emphasizing his commitment to bringing the automobile industry back to the U.S. Trump criticizes Fain's support for Biden's emphasis on electric vehicles, asserting that such a focus could lead to fewer jobs and an over-reliance on manufacturing in China. Trump accuses Fain of not understanding the importance of building cars in the USA and highlights his preference for imposing tariffs to encourage manufacturing on American soil. The former president claims that Fain's allegiance to Biden's policies is detrimental to American workers and the automotive industry. In entertainment, Nigerian street hop singer Portable has publicly denounced his fourth baby mama, Ashabi, in response to her recent interview discussing their relationship. In a scathing Instagram story post, Portable labeled Ashabi as just a side chick and stated that he has a wife and children at home. He criticized her for granting the interview, accusing her of seeking attention, and emphasized that other women have had children for him. Portable concluded by asserting that Ashabi can never be like his wife and accusing those conducting the interview of trying to trend. This public rebuke follows Ashabi's interview with actress Biola Bayo, where she expressed doubts and insecurities about her relationship with Portable, despite his marital status and involvement with other women. The two have unfollowed each other on Instagram. And in sports, Nigeria and Argentina will clash in a senior international friendly match in the city of Hangzhou, China in March 2024. As announced by the Argentine Football Federation, the game will take place at the Olympic Sports Stadium, which hosted football games during the 2008 Summer Olympics. Following this encounter, Argentina will play against Ivory Coast at the Workers' Stadium in Beijing. This friendly will mark the first meeting between the teams since Argentina's 2-1 victory over Nigeria at the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Nigeria has yet to secure a win or draw against Argentina in 5 different World Cup tournament encounters, with their last victory coming in a 4-2 win during a friendly game in 2017. And just before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Peter Obi urges heightened focus on food security. Atiku, Makinde trade words over Ibadan explosion. On the foreign scene, Trump calls for removal of UAW president over endorsement of Biden. And in sports, Nigeria to face Argentina in friendly match in China. And that's the package on our news bulletin. Kindly follow us on all our social media platforms at Oweleketv. Our website is www.oweleke.tv. I am Antonia Mwokolo. Thank you for watching.